Hi, this is John with Get On the Track. In this video, I wanted to discuss vision and the reference points that I use when I'm driving at Harris Hill, specifically in the counterclockwise direction. So, to get started, I'm going to go ahead and start annotating, and we'll use the spotlight here. So, this is turn one leading out onto the front straight. At this point in time, I've already started entering the corner. I've looked past the apex and I'm looking out to the track out for turn one. There are a couple of poles along the outside of the track here that I'll use for reference markers. Just kind of a track out. It's a little bit late for the track out on this, but it's just a reference point to get my eyes pointed down the course and further ahead. Obviously, a key component is to look at as far ahead as possible. So I'm directing my eyes down the straightaway, picking up on those poles that are down there. You'll see these shortly as we go past. Come out to that track out cone, one. Now, here, I've already started to guide my vision into turn 11, and I'm actually just seeing the pavement and watching the pavement as it starts to unfold through turn 11. I'm scanning ahead and looking for because this is a regular track day. I'm looking for the apex cone for turn 11, as well as there's another pole that they have designated for pit out. That's a good reference point as a turn in point for turn 10. So that's exactly what I'm scanning for here. Big tip here is to make this turn in late so that you can get all the way track right at the kind of exit, if you will, of turn 11. You need to stay track right before the entry to turn 10. So here, relatively late turning in, and I'm looking for that pole. So that's the apex cone, and we're going to see that pole for pit out right around here. Can also kind of use this tree as a reference marker. We need to continue turning past the tree, but you can, I frequently just kind of catch sight of that as I'm scanning and just gives me an idea that I'm on the right path coming through here. And then if you want, we've got a telephone pole here that's a little bit to the outside of the track, but it's a little bit of a reference point, guides our vision here. Now that I'm starting to get into the braking zone for turn 10, I'm already shifting my focus over to the left-hand side here and starting to look for that apex. There you see my head turn. I'm looking down for that turn 10 apex cone. We will see right here, the video quality is not great, but right here is the pole that I was talking about for pit out from pit lane. So coming in, pretty late turn in, which is appropriate. I don't have to get all the way up by that cone, but I am swinging rather wide here to really open up the arc for turn 10. Exit speed here is critical, especially in the Miata that I'm driving. So turning down to that apex right here, my vision is all the way ahead. I'm actually, unfortunately, we can't see it because of the roll bar, but I'm looking as far ahead as possible. I'm picking up on the track out point before I get down to that apex, which I believe is the apex cone right there. I've already picked up that track out cone and the track out point that I need to be at. Yep, there's our cone. And then we've got our track out cone. Again, I believe this is it. Video quality is not as great as I would hope. There, now that I'm out at the track out point, I've probably kind of acknowledged that, and my vision will be shifting on again to the ribbon of pavement and trying to scan for the apex of turn 9. Looking ahead, have my head canted over here. That is the turn 9 apex cone. I will now be scanning for, we've got the turn in cone here for turn 8. So turning in, nice and late apex again here. And then I get into a straight line on the track here for, it's not really a braking zone in the Miata, but I just get the car aligned on the left-hand side, ready for the turn in to turn 8. This is the apex cone for 9, very late and very tight on the left-hand side. I stay tight to the left-hand side for entry. At this point in time, and actually even a little bit further back than that, I should be picking up these trees over here because I know that the apex cone for turn 8 is behind those. So I've already started to kind of move my vision over there, looking in that section there in order to be able to acknowledge where that apex is. So looking through here, and the apex cone is going to be, I think, actually a little bit beyond those trees, but want to be looking there, shifting that vision forward, always scanning that vision forward. I take a relatively tight line into turn 8 using the Miata. I found that there's some more grip within there, at least on the day that I was out there. Car turned in pretty nicely. Then here we've got our apex cone for turn 8. At this point in time, I've already shifted my vision up and out, and I'm looking for that track out cone for turn 8. Obviously, if this is not a track day, I'd just be looking in the area where I want to track that car out. And at this point in time, I'm already starting to shift my vision down the straightaway and looking to pick up the turn in cone for turn 7. So my vision's all the way down there. And at this point in time, you're actually going to see me start scanning left because I'm starting to pick up on that apex cone for turn 7. This is how early you want to be. You want to be already looking at that apex cone. You want to be ready to get that car turned in, have that vision ahead, and that gives me an idea. If you look, I'm looking very left here, picking up that apex cone because this is a relatively hard, relatively tight corner. Turning that camera in, looking for the apex cone, and I've already picked it up right there. And if you look, I'm continuing to look past that apex cone, and I'm looking for the track out cone or the track out area, track out point for turn 7. And then at this point in time, I'm already starting to scan for that turn in point for turn 6. That's going to be marked by the turn in cone. There's our track out point right there for turn 7. I've already looked at that turn in point for turn 6. And now I've actually shifted my vision. I'd probably pick up the apex, the flag station. Good chance to check if you're in a race at the flag station. And then honestly, start shifting that vision up and out to the track out point for turn 6. This is the only corner on this track that you can see the entire corner. There's no reason not to already be looking at that track out point because that's where we want to be. So got that vision moving forward, looking left, boom, track out point. At this point in time, I've started shifting my vision down the straightaway, and there's a slight elevation here that then drops away. So I'm not going to be able to pick up the turn in point for turn 5, but I can definitely get my vision down that straightaway and have a good idea of what's coming up for me. So vision all the way down that straightaway, scanning for that turn in point for turn 5. And I've probably picked it up at this point. It's going to be right there. And then I can actually shift my vision and take a look at the flag station. It should be right here. Again, video resolution's a little low. There it is. Got our flag station right here. I know that my apex is kind of behind that flag station. So that's giving me another kind of reference point, focal point that I can start looking and guiding my eyes into that turn. So again, I'm scanning for that apex right now. As I come past that turn-in point, you can see me. Helmet's already canted to the right. I'm looking right, looking up that hill. And honestly, that apex might be coming into view at this point in time. There it is. Boom. I can see it right there. And now I'm scanning my vision going up the hill. Scanning, scanning, scanning. And I'm looking at the top of the hill all the way up there. Can pick up that flag station up there. I know I'm going to be going past that on the outside, so that's another good reference point. And kind of pick that up in the corner of my eye, looking up that hill. And now I'm fighting to try to see where that apex is for turn 4. It's tough. It's blind. It's all the way around that corner. I'm looking, looking, looking. And as soon as I pick up that apex cone here, I'm going to shift my vision further and I'm going to be looking for the turn 3 turn in point. And that's honestly because I can't see anything because of the drop down turn 4, the hill that goes down turn 4. I guide my vision as far ahead as possible, and I'm looking for the turn in point for turn 3 because that just gives me a good idea of where that straightaway is going to go and gives me an idea of where I'm going to be. So at this point in time, I can guarantee, even though the roll bar is blocking it, I'm already looking down that hill and looking at that, looking in that turn in point for turn 3. Boom, there's turn 3. It's in my vision. And at this point in time, I'm scanning out to the turn in cone for turn 2, and can kind of be sizing up the turn 2 apex, just kind of looking through here. So get that vision ahead, looking through, turning in, boom, turn in points there. You're going to see my head start to shift left again because I'm picking up apex cone that's over there. And then likely the track out point for turn two, looking up, getting that vision up and as far ahead as possible. Track out point for turn two is up there. Now I'm blind again, but I'm still probably looking across the left side of the track, looking at the top of the hill because I know I want to get my car over and set up for the turn in point for turn one. Boom, there it is. And now I'm already shifting my gaze down to that apex cone and likely going through and looking beyond at the track that's available for me. Want to get tight to that apex cone, but at this point in time, I'm already started to focus on that back straightaway or front straightaway rather, getting my vision focused out on that next pylon. So boom, I actually am pretty sure I got a nice little rumble there because I ran over those rumbles and we're back onto the front straightaway. So that's where you need your vision to be when you're out there at Harris Hill, specifically going clockwise. Next time I get a run at it going counterclockwise. Next time I get a run at it going clockwise, I'll do the same run through video and give you some idea on what I'm using for reference points and where my vision is.